Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lee Rain, and I am this evening's host at 810 Studios. And I have the pleasure of interviewing one of the members and the group, the Silver Steppers. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Stephanie MacArthur.
And tell me, Miss Carter, is it? Tell me a little bit about how the Silver Steppers got started.
Well, we had a group of folks, young people, and I say young because to join this group you have to be at least 50 years old or older. But we wanted to do something. We wanted to get out and have clean fun. So we established this group in 2023. We've been having a wonderful time ever since.
Okay, as I was saying, you are the oldest member of the Silver Steppers.
Yes.
So you were here when Sampson County first decided to make Juneteenth our national holiday. So on that day when you got that news, what was the first thought going through your mind when you heard that Sampson County was officially recognizing June 19th as Juneteenth?
I thought it was extraordinary for us as a group because we have gone through so much and freedom means so much. So I applaud the girls as well as myself for being able to participate in such great activity, you know, because we didn't get here by ourselves. We had to do it together. It's not a one-person thing, it's all of us. And that's how I feel about it.
All right, everybody, this is your girl Lee Rain here, and I am here with the Silver Steppers of Sampson and Duplin County. Thank you, ladies.
All right, y'all, put your hands together, your left hand and your right hand for the Silver Steppers.
And we're back again. It's your girl Lee Rain, and I'm still out here at the wonderful Juneteenth Festival here at the Sampson Agro Center. And I have another special guest, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all.
How you doing? How's everything going? I hope you guys are just really having a good time. We really enjoy the fact that we are here and we actually are able to support another fabulous year during this Juneteenth event.
Tell me, how did the Masonic Lodge get started in the black community?
Okay, so we have to take it way back in the 1870s. And we had a guy named Prince Hall, along with 15 other guys. They formed a lodge back up in Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, called the African Lodge 459. And from there, and Prince Hall, I have to say, he was an abolitionist, along with many other things that he did. But along with him and those guys, they were able to form the first lodge that eventually became one of the grand lodges through petitions. And it just spread across the country, of course, with the authorization of being able to form grand lodges. And those grand lodges eventually came to where we were able to do membership, and the membership was able to form certain ceremonies until it became full-fledged. And the goal for us, basically moving all the way down to where we are today, is all about community, all about helping as many people as we can and doing whatever we can to move the purpose forward.
Let me ask you, as an African American in Sampson County, what does Juneteenth mean to you and the Masonic Lodge?
Well, like Stephanie had mentioned about, we didn't know about, it was like a couple years later, but we found out. But what it means to us is pride. It's the fact that we are now able to get out and take pride in our community and let people know that we know we're knowledgeable of it now, and we're going to act on it positively to continue to push that forward and grow and inspire and educate our people, because it's very important, because without education, there is nothing. So the more we learn, the better we're off.
Now, if somebody wants to get in contact with the Masonic Lodge, how can they get in contact with you guys?
They can approach any of us and just ask us a question, and from there, we can begin that process.
All right. Thank you, Brother Wilson, and we appreciate you being here on this interview with us.
Thank you.
Hello, 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 my people. This is the big boss, the big queen. You already know. It's been a long time since I've been in the camera, you know. But we back at it right here again. The 4th annual Juneteenth Sampson County celebration. Shout out to Stephanie for doing her big one. You know, we just out here having a vibe. We having the time of our lives out here. There's job opportunities out here. We got food out here. We got everything. Again, it's the big boss, the big queen. You already know.
And we're back again. It's your girl, Lee Rain, the hostess with the mostest on the spot. I have another wonderful guest, the sisters to the Masonic Lodge, our OES, the Eastern Stars of Sampson County. So please welcome sisters.
Hello, this is Veronica Marcy, I Order of the Eastern Star. Out of Clinton, North Carolina, District 10, True Love. So we do a lot for the community. We raise money for college scholarships. That's about it.
Let me ask you something. As an Eastern Star member, what type of events do the Eastern Star do in the African American community?
So we do fundraising. We do local events. Raise money for kids. Back to school gatherings. We just do what we can for the community.
Well, we want to thank you for being with us today, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck on this wonderful Juneteenth celebration. And we back at the Sampson County Juneteenth Festival, and I am here with our County Commissioner,
Alan McLam.
Commissioner McLam, thank you for being here with us on 810 Studio. Please tell us, why did the county commissioners decide to recognize June 19th as our annual Juneteenth celebration for Sampson County?
I just think it ought to be recognized. I mean, that's what we talked about as a group. We came together and said, hey, this is part of the community, and we wanted to make it official by us that we have this day recognized as June 19th for the people of Sampson County. But very simple, to the point. That's the way we're doing things, I hope.
Well, let me ask you, as our county commissioner, how does Sampson County move forward in celebrating Juneteenth in our community from here?
I've heard already that everybody talked about having openness and communication, and I want to continue that. I want to have a open and communicated line between everyone. I don't want it just to be a few. I want everyone to have the opportunity to be felt and heard in Sampson County.
Now, will you be encouraging Sampson County schools to talk about how Juneteenth came about?
I'm sorry?
Will you be encouraging the Sampson County schools to start lessons on Juneteenth in our community?
Oh, yes, ma'am. That was in the resolution that we put together, and we requested that everything be done through education, to the fellowship that we have, and to continue to grow and move forward. So, yes, ma'am, we want to definitely make sure that everything is done properly as we move forward.
Well, we are so honored and so proud to have you here as our county commissioner, and we thank you for what you are doing in our community, Mr. Midland. And we back again here at the Sampson County Agro Center with Commissioner
Letha Lee.
And she is another one of our county commissioners, and do you mind if I tell it? My cousin and family member. So, Commissioner Lee, what does Juneteenth mean to you?
Juneteenth means freedom. To know that my relatives, friends, found out that they were free just like all the rest of us on this day.
Okay, so
They didn't know they were free until this day. And that's recognition for all of us, because all of us know that we're free now.
Now, as our county commissioner, how have you learned to embrace the past up into the present as far as Juneteenth is concerned?
I keep remembering. I keep remembering what my ancestors went through, and it just brings back a lot of memories for me. Because I know how they suffered. Some of them suffered so that I could be where I am today. And that's a blessing, because if it hadn't been for people like Martin Luther King, none of what happened to me would have happened. And some other people that have moved up in life, it would not have happened without them leading the way.
And one more question, Commissioner Lee. What is your vision for Sampson County as far as Juneteenth now?
As far as Juneteenth now, as far as Juneteenth today, I hope we are in the progress of moving forward. We don't want to go backwards. We're not going back. We're moving forward. That's what Juneteenth, this day means, is moving forward. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to move forward together. We can't move forward by ourselves. We got to have everybody to help us move forward. And I believe we have that here in Sampson County. Because all the people that I know, that I associate, they want to move forward together with us.
Well, we want to thank you, Commissioner Lee, for being here with us today on 810 Studios. And we back again. We are here at the Juneteenth Festival. I'm your host, your girl with the most, Lee Rain, and I am here with one of the greatest photographers here in Sampson County, and he is with what newspaper?
Yes, with the Sampson Independent, Anthony Goodman.
With our photographer and newscaster and newspaper writer, Anthony Goodman. Mr. Goodman, thank you for being here.
Hey, I appreciate y'all taking the time to cover this event. It deserves all the attention it can get. Thank y'all for being here.
Well, I want to know, what does Juneteenth mean to you as an African-American living here in Sampson County?
As an African-American here, I can say that the progression has been crazy to see. I've lived here a long time. I was raised here primarily, and I never seen the mayor support an event like this. I never seen county commissioners support an event like this. The fact that we're having local government coming out and supporting things that black initiatives are starting is a beautiful thing, and it shows that we're going forward. We're making progress.
Now, also, how has the Sampson Independent contributed not just behind the scenes, but in front of the scenes as far as Juneteenth?
Well, I can speak personally for what I have to cover. We try to just put the truth out. We don't put too much of our opinion, but we ask the questions that need to be asked, the hard questions that people don't get to ask of their commissioners, of their mayor, or of this team of town boards. We have to ask the questions to find the information and present that information to people who don't come to their town halls, people that don't know who their commissioners are or who their mayor is of their municipalities. We have to present that. It is our civic duty to give the truth to the people.
Well, Anthony, now will you only be covering this event, or will you be covering other Juneteenth events this weekend going on in Sampson County?
Shout out to the Wild Boars. I did an article on the Wild Boar group. I will be in attendance to cover them as well. Every event like this, Ms. Tamika will tell you, this is my thing.
Well, we want to thank you, Mr. Goodman, for being here, and thank you for being one of our newscasters. And we back again. This is your girl, Lee Rain, broadcasting from the Juneteenth Festival here in Sampson County. If you ain't down here, you need to get down here and enjoy this celebration. I am here with a very special guest, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and where she is from.
My name is Eloise Godwin. I am from Clinton, North Carolina. I am the First Lady of Lisbon Street Missionary Baptist Church, where Dr. Thaddeus Godwin is the pastor there. He is also the commissioner of District 5 of Clinton. We are so excited about what's going on here at the Clinton Civic Center today.
And I want to ask you, as an African American, what does Juneteenth mean to you as far as Lisbon Street Baptist Church?
As far as Lisbon Street, it gives us an opportunity to be a part of the community and the great celebration of our freedom and how God has blessed us all to come along and be a part of the community. We are so blessed of the freedoms we have.
Give God some praise up in here. Hallelujah. Don't play with me. I go to church quick. Y'all ready? Tell your neighbor, with God we can get through anything. Oh, that's the wrong person. Tell them, let's see if we can get through this.
And we back again. It's your girl Lee Rain, and I'm back out here again at the Juneteenth celebration in Sampson County, North Carolina, at the Sampson County Agro Center. And I am here with another very special guest, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
My name is Elder Leslie Simpson, and I'm one of the choir directors for United Voices of Sampson County.
Well, Miss Simpson, please tell me a little bit about the United Voices Mass Choir and how they got started.
Okay, so the musician of my church, Brother Justin Moore, he's played for a lot of community choirs, and he's now at my church, and he wanted to kind of bring the choir back in 2024, so he formed this choir, and we did a tribute to Evergreen United Holy Church in Salemburg, and we've been singing ever since.
Now, is Sampson County the only place y'all sung, or have y'all done traveling from all over North Carolina, all over the world? Please tell us about.
Well, we're just getting started, so we haven't toured all of North Carolina, but we have had an extensive amount of opportunities. Matter of fact, they're going to sing with Beverly Crawford in a couple of months in Wilmington, so we're just glad to be able to gather together some groups of voices that love to sing in the choir. The choir is a lost art in the church, so we're trying to bring that culture back, and we're glad to be able to do it on Juneteenth.
Well, tell me, what does Juneteenth mean to you, being from Sampson County?
I think Juneteenth to me means that it is a beautiful time to express our freedom, not just as Black people, but as God's people.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having this